Hey there, and welcome to My Opinion On. So in this week's episode we are going to talk about sex with animals. This is kind of a hard topic to do a video on because I have this feeling that many people get emotional on it because it's kind of a not weird thing but a socially not accepted thing, if you know what I mean. It's just a hard topic to talk about, but I thought I would do a video on it anyways because I wanted to do it for a long time. So yeah, here it is basically. But first of all, let me just say, if you feel insulted by this topic or if you don't like this topic, just don't watch the video, it's totally fine. But yeah, just give me a chance to get my thoughts out there. So yeah, let's get this started. There are basically 3 points I wanted to cover. The first one is the attraction, the second one is the consent, and the third one is basically my opinion on it. So yeah, the first one, attraction. If you are a girl, for example, you're attracted in certain features in a guy, you know, his muscle or his beer belly or his hair, his charismatic behavior, you know, there are these features, or his intelligence, for example. And the same goes for the other way around. If you are attracted to girls, you certainly like their breasts or their butts, or I have no idea, their long hair, their fingernails, whatever. You're attracted to certain kind of features. That's what makes us want to have sex with a person, because certain features are attractive to us. For example, if you are really into big breasts, you will probably search for women with big breasts, and whenever you see a woman with big breasts, you want to have sex with her. And that's totally natural, that's totally fine. And I'm just wondering, what are those features in animals that make people want to have sex with them? Is it really just the sexual, you know, feature, like the penis, for example, or the tongue, you know, a dog's tongue, for example? It should be pretty amazing for oral sex, if you know what I mean. But yeah, are features like these that make people attracted to animals, or is it more of the animalistic nature itself that makes them attractive? You know, there are people that like it a little bit rough in bed, or like it really animalistic, like sex and doggy style. It is called doggy style for a reason. And yeah, I just think, is it maybe this, the rough aspect? They are not, you know, having sex because they love them or they are attracted to them. They're just having sex because it's their animalistic instinct. Is it something like that? I'm just wondering about this. What is it that makes a dog, for example, attractive? And, you know, there are people that actually fall in love with their animals, and not the kind of love that a little girl has for her hamster or something like that, you know, that she will be crying if he's dead or something like that. No, it's a real kind of love, the same kind of love we would feel for each other. And yeah, what feature makes a dog, for example, so attractive? Do you think his hair is so amazing? I don't know. It cannot really be the personality, if you ask me, because animals have a personality, but it's not that deep, I think. But yeah, the second thing is consent, and that's a very big thing. That's the thing that's really, you know, hard to get. And that's the thing, if you are a guy and you want to have sex with a girl and she's okay with that, you can have sex with her, there's no problem. If she's not okay with it, it's rape. So yeah, that's basically just the difference. Consensual sex. And I'm just wondering, can you actually have consent from an animal? Can you, if you are, for example, a girl and you want to be fucked by your dog, can the dog really consent to the sex? Or is just the act that he's really having sex with you, is that consent by itself, by default? I don't know. I just don't think it's consent by default. They are driven by their instincts, so it's not really consent in that matter. I don't know, because basically a guy would act in the same way, you know? If a guy is really, really, really horny, he, you know, has his problems of not sleeping with a girl, if you know what I mean. You will probably get this when you are old enough. I don't know. Of course, we have this high intellect and we can stop ourselves, but I don't know. We can really consent. But another thing is, if animals don't understand the concept of consent, do they really need to consent? I don't know. That's a really hard thing to think about. And the last point was the social acceptance and my opinion on it, basically. And I think if you are happy with it, do whatever you want, but just don't hurt anyone, and especially don't hurt the animals. You know, if you're a guy and you want to have sex with a female dog, that can get pretty ugly, pretty, I don't know, you can hurt her pretty bad. So yeah, just be careful and, I don't know, wait for consent if there is something like that. But other than that, if you're happy with what you're doing, just do it and don't post it on the internet. No, we've had enough of that. Just don't do that. And yeah, that's all I think about it. That's basically everything I wanted to talk about in this week's episode of My Opinion On. If you enjoyed it, please leave a rating and leave a comment in the comment section below about your opinion on this topic. And yeah, I guess that was it for this week. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm iLostLink, signing out.